What's up, my loves? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. I'm gonna preface this video by saying that I know that this is a more privileged standpoint in the sense that it is a luxury to be working from home, to be able to stay home, to not have any kids right now. That, not to say that I don't want kids in my life, but you know, I don't have them to worry about to sort of like instruct from home and entertain while at home and try and work. So with all that being said, I'm going to say that aside from all the atrocities and the chaos that's happening right now, and that is a whole other video, honestly, but quarantine may have been the best thing to have happened to me. And I know that's a controversial standpoint. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, and I'm going to tell you why I feel this way if you just hear me out. First and foremost, this is a life update. I'm not doing that great in terms of the reading standpoint. I have a lot of books in my house, and technically, yes, I have a lot of free time now because I'm not commuting. I'm immediately, you know, at home right after work. I have plenty of time to devote to reading, but my focus is really not there, and I'm struggling to create vlogs and content because I just can't seem to make the content work with how my focus is. So if I just, you know, can say currently I am between like 4 books. Like, I'm currently reading 4 books, and who knows if I'll finish any of them. My physical books right now are Maggie McCormick and the Witch's Wheel by Kaja Blackley, and then Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. And I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the right time to read Dark Dawn because Nevernight and God's Grave changed my life. I love this series so much, and I knew this was going to be an instant, like, I'm going to fall immediately into this book and read it. And then I'm even still struggling with this. I love it already. It's off to like a ridiculously action-packed start, but I wanted to film a vlog originally with all my, you know, real-time reactions. And honestly, I don't think it's going to happen because I just can't mentally get there. So that brings me to my sort of second point of this life update slash I enjoy quarantine, is that my mental health, and I know that's a big sort of like blanket statement, mental health. My mental health has been sort of all over the place. As you probably know, if you've been following this, you know, my channel for a while, and I don't know who the heck out there is actually listening, but I lost my dog, Max, in late May, and honestly things have just not been the same since then. My focus has been sort of all over the place. It's hard for me to just like sit in one place and concentrate on reading because I am just so aware of the space that Max used to fill physically in our household, and to be in the house for an extended amount of time without an actual distraction like work or chores or something like that, to be able to sit down, hone in, and focus on a book is actual torture. Like, I generally can't do it, and I genuinely cannot just like not think about Max, and that's sort of where I'm at and why focus has been so hard. Not to mention, we're all sort of going through a collective trauma with COVID and police brutality and dismantling systemic racism. Like, we're all going through so much that it's just sort of a given that everyone's thoughts might be all over the place, and especially mine. I'm speaking from personal experience. So another reason why I enjoy quarantine so much, this is much more light with everything I just dropped on you. I am spoiled. I cannot imagine a world now where I have to go and put on real pants. Like, I am currently in stretchy leggings. Like, what are pants? What is a zipper anymore? I don't actually know. And it's just baffling to me, the idea of like casual business clothes. I have never enjoyed business clothes, formal or casual. If you guys work in an office like I do, normally you'll understand what I mean when I say business clothes and how much I absolutely hate them. I am just not a business clothes person, even in a casual sense. I don't gravitate towards those clothes normally. I don't enjoy heels, excuse me. If I'm not barefoot, I'm in flip-flops or I'm in boots similar to like Doc Martens, like or sneakers. Like I'm a very casual person, and to not be in pants like 99.9% of the time is absolute bliss for me. So now that I've gotten the lighter stuff out of the way, let me get back to something a little more serious. I have always been sort of an introverted person. I've always thought that I straddled the line in terms of introversion slash extroversion. And when these labels came out, because I didn't really quite understand them when I was younger, when these labels became sort of like a trendy trigger word, I started to sort of understand where I fell on the spectrum. I thought I was right in the middle of extroversion, introversion, and honestly, turns out I'm way more introverted than I thought, and quarantine has showed me that. And honestly, that sounds like it's a bad thing, but I genuinely am enjoying the revelation of me being more introverted than extroverted. It makes sense to me, and I enjoy being at home, taking care of my life here, my books. I find a lot of joy in my books and a lot of joy in the people and animals that I live with, and I enjoy my daily routine, and I like the people that I'm friends with. Let's be honest, like I love my friends so much, but they are a small group and a very intimate group, and I enjoy people in very specific social settings. I'm not a big crowd person. I used to be, or maybe I thought I used to be. Here's another thing that I want to get into. The nice thing about quarantine is that it's sort of made me just focus and come to terms with all of these parts of my personality, including my introversion and maybe my mild social anxiety. And I say that in the most general terms, generalized social anxiety. It's not diagnosed, it's not very serious. I'm just a person that freaks out when there's a lot of people that I have to go talk to all of a sudden. I am very much someone that enjoys my alone time, but I enjoy my friends too. But quarantine has been so nice because it has helped me come to terms with those aspects of my mental health and my personality, and then also it has made me come to terms with the gratitude of I feel so much gratitude towards where I am in life. I feel very lucky that I do have the privilege to stay at home and work from home and have a steady paycheck and not be risking my health and my life out there. And I'm very appreciative of those essential workers. And I hate the term essential workers because there's a lot of things that we deem non-essential that I think that are also essential and get discounted. Anyway, that's a big spiel. I'm grateful to those people out there that are still doing their jobs and making our world turn, whether they're labeled essential or non-essential, and I feel lucky to not have to work outside of my house. That is a very big deal. Another thing too that is interesting about quarantine is that I'm grateful for not having the pressure that I feel like normal society puts on you to be more interesting. So I am technically in the millennial group. I am 28. And I was there when computers were not a giant thing. Not everyone had one in their household. And I remember it being such a big deal when my household got a computer when I was a kid. And I remember when social media was really becoming a giant phenomenon in our world. So I'm a product of that age, but I'm also a product of that hashtag hustle life and all the societal pressures to be interesting and to hustle harder and hustle every day. And honestly, guys, I never really knew how miserable it made me until quarantine, if I'm being honest. I enjoy the fact that I don't feel the need to seem interesting to other people via social media and just my immediate people around me by doing a million things outside of my house. Like I don't feel like I need to buy this and go there and do that. I just get to exist in my life, in my bubble here, and be happy about it. And that's literally what I've always wanted. I just didn't know that that was exactly what I wanted, if that makes any sense. And I wonder if you guys feel that same way about all of this. I'm sure that quarantine has been especially hard on extroverts. It's been hard on me too, to be honest. It was quite a transition to be at home all the time, to see my boyfriend all the time, to not be able to go places when I was feeling antsy. But also it made me sort of recenter and realize that I have a lot here that I get to be grateful about and I get to take care of. I am blessed to take care of all these things here. And you know, before quarantine, I was going a million miles a minute. I felt like I had to fit into this mold of like knowing a million people, seeing a million people, doing this hashtag hustle thing every day. And it made me so tired, guys. And you know, I definitely couldn't read as much because I was always everywhere, and I definitely didn't enjoy reading as much because I was constantly spread thin. And I didn't realize it until recently. And honestly, it took quarantine, and then it also took my best friend, my baby boy, doggy Max, dying to realize that I have a lot here to be grateful of. Quarantine or not, I need to take a moment to slow down, enjoy what I have, focus on things that perhaps need attention and fixing, like relationships and, you know, home projects and stuff like that. Nurture what I have here before I go out there, sort of thing. And so that brings me to my whole thing of, you know, I'm having trouble with vlogs. I'm having trouble recording every second, or not every second, but like reactions and bits of my life, because it hasn't really changed. It's still my house. I'm not doing a whole lot different. I'm gardening every day. I'm walking my dog every day, and I'm reading as much as I can. And I'm trying not to go to a million places. A, because of money, B, because of quarantine and coronavirus, and C, because why? For content? I don't know. That's boring to me and annoying and stressful. What will be happening is I will film, you know, review vlogs. I will film I will film review videos, reaction videos to books. I will do unboxings. I will film shorter videos in the meanwhile until I can feel like I have my vlog mojo back up, if that makes any sense. And honestly, guys, I'm excited about it. It's been a lot of vlogs in the last couple of months, and I'm ready for more creativity in my channel, and I hope you're along with me for that ride, honestly. Yeah, I'm just over here trying to hang out, trying to focus on all that is good in a world that is genuinely chaotic right now. There's not a lot that I feel in control of at the moment, but I can certainly control this here. You know what I mean? I hope this wasn't a ridiculously rambling video. I know it was. I tried to stay organized, but guys, that's just my mind these days. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you're feeling similar. I know it's just a really crazy time, and I know we're all struggling in our own similar and different ways, and we're all trying to be there for each other. So, you know, I'm down to hear anything you have on your mind in the comments below. I'm always here, so reach out, feel free. Give me some book recommendations, horror movies. It's been a while since I've seen a good horror movie, if I'm being honest. So let me know in the comments. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, so you always know when I've got good things coming to you. Bye, y'all.